tell you wickedness can't done. Is a big stone if you get 9 feet straight.
He owes suppliers, because suppliers gave him credit for the house he's building in Beverly Hills.
And the source of funds for that was what?
That one, I can't recall all of those details.
Why would he want to set up his company to own and control his properties outside of Jamaica when he's the Prime Minister of Jamaica? Why would you want to do that?
Property and found that it was indeed purchased by the same St. Lucian company ADMAT Incorporated in 2008, again when Holness was Minister of Education. The price tag, 16 million Jamaican dollars, around 219,000 US back then.
So no matter who in power, there will always be crime.
Jamaica's murder toll has surpassed the 300 mark. Police data shows 311 homicides for the period January 1 to April 13 this year.
The richer get richer and the poor is half time.
We need justice! Justice!
Ever wondered about the intricate world of political assets and their declaration? Today, we are delving into the story of Mark Golding. Provides a fascinating glimpse into the complex world of political assets, offshore companies, and the laws surrounding their declaration. The story raises important questions about the transparency and effectiveness of the Integrity Commission's asset declaration process, and whether it is equipped to capture all assets of public officials.
We need justice! We need...
Oh, no! Watch this, the man at X-Adapts represent for exclusive.
What's up? Baby, let's go! Welcome to our website. We got loads of news and gossip for you today. But first, here's a new song.
Everybody for themselves, and if you don't see that you're blind. Anybody can sell out. Everything got a price. You can't say you're better than a man who got life. Anybody can fall. Anybody can rise. Everybody tell the truth and everybody tell lie. Everybody got the pain when I got so much time. Some get the midday, some get the headline. But longer grows the line cause everybody want shine. So no matter who in power, there will always be crime. The richer get richer and the poor is half time. Everybody now got rich. Some already realize. Some still see the choice but them still go try.
Now bless up my viewers and my subscribers, and thanks for tuning in to another one exclusive for our topic discussion and review. Now before I get into today's topic, I just want to big up all of you subscribers. I just want to say thanks for tuning in to Exclusive for channel. Also, I must advise you, my viewers, that none of these topics that I'm presenting to you are topics that I fabricated, but are actually video clips of issues that are widely out there on the internet. But because, as you know, the internet is so crowded with all kinds of things on the internet, so sometimes some of these issues that affects people that they put out there for you, the world, to see, miss you. So that's why you have exclusive comments now, and there you have things that affects me as an individual and as a Jamaican. And if you is a Jamaican, I know that it's probably affecting you too. So that's why you have me presenting these topics to you that you might have missed and highlighting it to you. Now, with that being said, this is not to persuade anyone to vote for any party, but simple to highlight things about the individual that you gonna be giving your vote to. You need to know things that are circulating about them. Now, my opinion of what I think of these clips is not the law and is not the gospel. You are a self-thinking person, so your opinion counts as well. So what you think is what you think. I may not agree with your opinion, or you may not agree with my opinion, but I guess we both entitled to our opinion. Now I have a fishy topic, and I have, I would say, a sensitive topic, because I noticed that when I talk about the Honorable Andrew Holness, I noticed that maybe some people get in their feelings, they get very sensitive towards me talking about the Prime Minister. However, please, as I said, get out on the feelings, because I talk about the Prime Minister and your Holness. Now these clips, as I said, are public property, because once a topic surfaces the internet, it gives everyone an opinion, and as we know them say, if something not go so, it near go so. But it's one thing I know in life, the truth always reveal itself. Now, here we have an artist on stage, and I don't know, in the comment section they saying that it's a woman, but my viewers and my subscribers want to know if you look good on the clip, you know, and only not see that is a man. Hold on, pan the man, John. Now, I presume that maybe this individual think that because maybe the artist here pink up or whatever, them think say them are the same. Or me no know if these fishy boys them nowadays them get very bold. Maybe about teaching this Papa Jesus. Me I tell you said this a fish boy, yeah, very bold. And me I tell you said this is not a woman. No, I think if it was a woman, I don't think the youth would have walk off on stage. But it me realize it's a man. Papa Jesus, pre we go up on the clip here.
If you get 9 feet straight.
He owes suppliers, because suppliers gave him credit for the house he's building in Beverly Hills.
And the source of funds for that was what?
That one, I can't recall all of those details.
Why?
Now in this next clip, here we have the attorney for the Honorable Andrew Holness was interviewed and was asked the question, how did he obtain the finance to purchase 2 of his multi-million-dollar property which he owns. However, this solicitor was just stuttering, and you know what stuttering indicates. However, I want you to take a listen to what the solicitor of Andrew Holness is saying in this interview. And it's also fair. I share with you what I found about the opposition leader Mark Golding, and it's one thing I know. I see the same pattern with these politicians, and it made me ask the question, what happened to the law of the land in Jamaica? Doesn't it apply to politicians? Because I've never heard of a politician being arrested for any kind of criminality in Jamaica. So I guess they're all honest and fair politicians, because until proven guilty in the court of law, you are presumed an innocent man. Let's listen to what this solicitor is saying.
Everything got a price. You can't say you're better than a man who got life. Anybody can fall, anybody can rise. Everybody tell the truth and everybody tell lie.
He owes suppliers, because suppliers gave him credit for the house he's building in Beverly Hills.
And the source of funds for that was what?
That one, I can't recall all of those details, but I seem to remember that he has always used the house that he lives in and get loans and that sort of thing.
We checked the title for the property, where Bailey says both Holness and his wife lived at the time of our interview, and found no additional loans or mortgages other than those originally taken out in 2002, when they bought the house for $7 million Jamaican dollars, around $144,000 US back then.
So you were satisfied then with the source of the funds in both cases?
Oh, absolutely, 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 absolutely. He saved in US stocks and amongst his portfolio. So he was saving, because these are savings.
Is that savings from him alone or him and his wife?
I don't know that level of personal detail. that would be. Yeah, I don't know that level
of what you know. Is there any evidence?
I know of nothing. I know of nothing else that he owns in relation to Admat. Okay. He currently owns rather.
We checked the title for the Acadia property and found that it was indeed purchased by the same St. Lucian company ADMAT Incorporated in 2008, again when Holness was Minister of Education. The price tag, 16 million Jamaican dollars, around 219,000 US back then, and again, no mortgage was listed. Further, we also checked whether ADMAT owned additional properties and found one more. A half-acre lot, also built in Beverly Hills on Wycliffe Close in February 2009, also when Holness was Minister of Education, price tag around 15 million Jamaican dollars, almost 173,000 US dollars, and again, no mortgage listed.
So you've never heard of this Wycliffe Close property before today?
Let me put it this way. I have never handled, and when I look at the transfer, I see the names of lawyers who I know. And he's entitled to have more than one lawyer. We all have to eat.
God Almighty, this looks serious, man.
Everybody got the pain when I got so much time. Some get the midday, some get the headline. But longer grows the line cause everybody want shine. So no matter who in power, there will always be crime.
Now, from what that clip is saying, the interviewer is basically saying that the property which owned by the Prime Minister and his wife was purchased using an offshore company, and the property is under that company name. Now, the truth be told, many rich cats, that's how them do to pay less tax or to even dodge paying tax. Now, in the UK, that is a criminal offense where plenty time enough of them even get done for it. I want you to listen to what this gentleman is saying, and I don't know if his face might look familiar to you all, but this man is a Jamaican and he's a Canadian businessman, and I think the individual, I don't remember his name, that wanted to start the third party in Jamaica. However, as I said, this man is a businessman, so you know what I mean. Hear what he have to say about why Angie Holness properties are in a company name, not in Jamaica but overseas. And you're gonna see the same pattern in Mark Golding asset.
Have you ever asked yourself, why is it the Prime Minister, who is approximately 52 years old, who has made a Prime Minister's salary and MP salary and ministerial salary over his entire working life, because he's always been involved in politics at the representational level. I mean, he went straight from high school into electoral politics. He went to work for Mr. Siaga for a year or two in a charity that he ran, and then Mr. Siaga's office as assistant. And then he went straight into being an MP, you know, with no experience, no real work experience, no nothing. But he became an MP. And he has been in that all his life. And his wife is an accountant. No, I have nothing against them personally. I'm just trying to ask you a question here. How is it that he was able to make such huge amount of money from a political salary? And yes, we're told his wife was involved in investing. Well, a lot of the investments are in his name and his son's name, in massive properties, huge properties, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars and hundreds of millions of dollars in property value. Why did he choose to incorporate a company overseas? He lives here in Jamaica. He has not gone and lived anywhere else. You know, I have lived overseas in Canada and come back to Jamaica. He has always lived here. He has been a part of Jamaican politics for, you know, some 30 years or more. Why did he see it fit to set up companies outside of Jamaica in tax haven areas where apparently he would want to escape paying the taxes here that he puts for us to pay, that he's a part of the governance structure that says this is the taxes that we are supposed to pay. This is how he wants us to set up companies here in Jamaica and the rules that we're to follow here in Jamaica. Why would he want to set up his company to own and control his properties outside of Jamaica when he's the Prime Minister of Jamaica? Why would you want to do that? Now, that should cause you to be very concerned, because these offshore companies and having accounts offshores and having the house you live in, the very house that you live in, is not in your name, but is in a company name that you incorporate overseas. Why would you do that as Prime Minister? I mean, I can understand any well-thinking, wealthy Jamaican would try to find ways to minimize their taxes and plan to optimize their tax position. But if you are the government, if you are a part of the government, a very significant part, Prime Minister even, a member of the cabinet even, prior to that, a minister of government, you're a part of the structure, a part of the system that makes the rules and the laws. Why would you, as Prime Minister, want to have your house, your properties, your rental properties or your business developments, why would you want to have an overseas company, an offshore company, own and operate or control those assets? Why wouldn't you have confidence in your own country to put all of your investments here, because you know what a great job you're doing and you're very patriotic about your country and you're a part of the structure that makes the laws of this country? Why wouldn't you want to have all of your assets here in the country that you are influencing, that you are directing, that you are building, as you say? Why would you have less confidence in that and why would you not want to pay the same taxes that you are forcing us to pay? Because if we don't pay it, you can lock us up or, take away things and whatever. So why wouldn't you want to do the same thing? Well, I guess it's clear. One set of rules for you and a different set of rules for the rest of us. You have no confidence in the tax system here. You have no confidence in the governance here. And so you want to have your business domiciled, incorporated somewhere else to maybe avoid the taxes here and avoid whatever it is that you don't like about this country. You want to avoid it, and that's why you go overseas. Now, every Jamaican should question that and ask themselves the question, why would I want to vote for such a person to be my Prime Minister?
The richer get richer and the poor is half time.
Ever wondered about the intricate world of political assets and their declaration? Today, we are delving into the story of Mark Golding, the opposition leader and president of Jamaica's People's National Party, and his intriguing property on Farringdon Drive in St. Andrew. Golding lives on Farringdon Drive, a fact acknowledged on government documents, but when asked whether he declared this upscale property on his Integrity Commission filings, he responded with a simple, "It is not my house." Instead, he confirmed that Tajebe Limited, an entity registered in the British Virgin Islands tax haven, of which he and his wife are the only directors, owns the house. The neighborhood is known for its high-value single-family homes, some of which have recently listed at prices close to $1 million. In August, when asked about his offshore companies, Golding corrected the presumption that the Farringdon Drive house was declared. He stated the real estate mentioned in his 2021 Integrity Commission filing was other property either owned by him individually or jointly with his wife. This revelation sparked questions about whether the house on Farringdon Drive was ever declared to the Integrity Commission and whether it was even required to be. Delving into the background of Tajebe Limited, it transpires that the property on Farringdon Drive was transferred from a certain Christopher Mark Harris to Tajebe Limited in late 2001, just weeks after the entity was incorporated in the BVI. The purchase price was around $217,000. Golding and his wife, Sandra, signed as director and director secretary of Tajebe respectively. Golding explained that Tajebe was established for estate planning purposes, and that the choice of incorporation outside Jamaica was commonplace among the private sector at the time. Prior to his entry into public life as a senator in 2007, Golding was a corporate lawyer who co-founded investment house Daring, Bunting and Golding Limited. The sale of this company netted him and an associated entity around $8.9 million. Golding confirmed in August that he and his wife remain the sole directors of Tajebe, and that they transferred complete ownership of the company to their children in mid-2021. Although they are no longer shareholders. He also indicated that their children may be added as directors when they reach certain personal development milestones. When asked if he had declared the Farringdon Drive house to the Integrity Commission before transferring ownership of Tajebe to his children in 2021, Golding stated that he had complied with his obligations to the commission. He did not directly confirm whether the house was declared, since he did have a beneficial interest in Tajebe for most of the years since 2007, when he had a duty to declare his assets. To summarize, the chronicle of Golding's property on Farringdon Drive provides a fascinating glimpse into the complex world of political assets, offshore companies, and the laws surrounding their declaration. The story raises important questions about the transparency and effectiveness of the Integrity Commission's asset declaration process, and whether it is equipped to capture all assets of public officials.
Now, from my 2 cents and what I gather from listening to these clips, these politicians, they play the same old tricks. But however, Mark Golding was a businessman when him learn how to dodge stocks. But here we have our current Prime Minister seems as he has learned the trick also. Now, my viewers, with that I conclude this one. You can let me know your thoughts and comment down in the comment section. Cause as I said, only the truth shall set you free. So you have to let the truth be your guide. Now, you shall see with your ears and hear with your eyes. Because I make sure turn it on phone now, so to figure it out. Until my next one, exclusive for blessing always.
Everybody now got rich. Some already realize. Some still see the choice, but them still go try.